We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Here we go, set, slide two.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On the double. Red, cycle.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Second and 4. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Ready.
That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, first and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some room to maneuver. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Well, what a 1st half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left for football. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ritter's pass completes a Pitts, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Wide open.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught by Edwards. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go. It's Patterson. And some room to run now. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Back to throw now on first down. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Another completion right back to Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd down at 7. Once more, Gibson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take run.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. throwing on third down here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Slide 2.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Howell. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll go play action. Howell. He's got him in. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. Thomas brings it in. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are back within a score. Howell throwing for it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Ultra.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Into the hands of London. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ready,
good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Looking to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now throwing on first down here. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D'Angelo Malone able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The pass rush pressure is really starting to increase on the quarterback now. They bring him down for a sack and a big loss, and back him up further as he tries to lead a scoring drive in a one-possession game here late.
Escaping the pressure right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Third and long, here's Howell. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On first down, Hal. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Hal back to pass. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, 30 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Ready.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, cross field.
Patterson on the draw. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Ready.
3rd down. Here's Patterson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to perhaps salt this one away. got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple.